Welcome to the Wildly Free Podcast. I'm your host, Hannah Plord, business mentor, 3-times founder, and marketing nerd. On this podcast, you'll learn how to break free from the traditional job world and pave your own path so that you can go all in on life. Grab your favorite warm drink and pull up a chair as we talk all things marketing, growth, strategy, and the real and raw sides of entrepreneurship. Are you creating content that actually shows your dream client why you are the person they should be investing in? Welcome to Hang with Hannah. Got my coffee here. I desperately need it. Feeling very tired this morning, but I was excited for this chat because I have been watching. I've been doing a lot of engagement. I've been looking at a lot of your posts and a lot of your profiles, and something that I've noticed amongst my clients and amongst people that come into my space are that they're showing up every single day. Like, consistency is not a question for you. You are showing up, you're putting in the work, but you, like, if I were to be completely honest with you, are kind of taking a shortcut with the way that you show up. Reels are super easy to create, and you've been just the way you create content is you look for a trending sound. Maybe you have a bunch of trending sounds saved under your saved tab, or maybe you have like a go-to person that tells you the trend forecast and they like give you some trends to do for the week. Or maybe you also just go to your favorite creator and you just browse your, hi Angelova. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry, but welcome. It's so nice to see you here. Yeah, so it's been a while. I haven't seen you on one of my live streams, so welcome. But what was I saying? So maybe you're going to someone else's profile. You've saved trending sound reports and you've been creating content by saving sounds, saving trends, and then just doing those and posting them, been calling it. Oh, Nicoletta, welcome. Sorry. I just see your username. I don't see your name in there. But welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So this style is great for consistency. If you've been showing up and putting in the hard work, congratulations. That is huge. That is a huge roadblock that many people cannot do. I remember when I first started my business that like posting 3 times a week was a struggle for me. Like, it was hard to show up and post 3 times a week. I remember sitting at my laptop and I would be like, what the heck do I post today? And it was so difficult. So if you are already posting every single day, good job. That's good. But we need to have a conversation here about what you are posting, because those trending sounds, those reels are not going to be the thing that's going to get your dream client moving to your DMs. It still is. Yeah, you're right here with me. It's not going to get your dream client moving. It's not going to light a fire under their butt. It's not going to convince them to 2 to 3 a week is the max for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, Nicoletta, let me know right now, how are you creating content? Do you have a content strategy that you're following based on an offer that you have? Or is it something that like you are following content prompts? I know there's a lot of people that are putting out content prompts nowadays. I have content prompts. Let me know how you're creating content. Is it kind of like you're just in your mind, you're like, okay, what did my dream client need to hear today? Okay, I'm going to pull this one out. Like, I'd love to hear a little bit insight from you so I can tailor this to you since you're here live. But if we talk about, if this is very interactive, so just like pop in the chat and I will go back and forth with you. This is a Hang with Hannah chat. I've got my coffee. Also, my cat is in the background, but you can't see her right now. She's back there. May. So if we're going to have a chat about what is actually going to get your clients to move, the trending sounds, the fun reels are not it. They are fun. They're going to get you views. They're going to get you maybe some new followers, but it's not going to be the thing that gets your audience to move. And this was something that I was going to say it's something I had to learn the hard way, but it's not necessarily something I had to learn the hard way, because I wasn't just posting trending sounds, but what I had to switch my mind was equating success to the numbers versus success being the connections that I was forming with potential potential clients, with people in my community, getting to know them better, seeing people actually go to the link in my bio and click, seeing people join my email list. It's a big difference, right? So before, when I was first starting out, success to me was having a reel get lots and lots of views, having a reel get over 1,000 views, having a reel get a bunch of likes, having a reel, like go somewhat viral. And I've had a couple of posts, most of them were on TikTok actually, but they're like basically the same thing. I've had a bunch of posts that go viral and they did absolutely nothing, right? So it's hard because everyone online is trying to go viral. Everyone online is trying to get more eyeballs on their posts. But if you are in the industry that you're in, if you're doing done for you service, or if you are a coach or a mentor, or maybe you're in the fitness industry, you don't need hundreds and thousands of eyeballs. You need to be creating connections with the right people. So Nicoletta said, well, for the content I usually is promoted or is prompted from my day-to-day interactions and experiences, tailoring it to my potential clients in mind, not as strategic heavy as I would say. Yeah, so it's, first of all, it's great that you're pulling from the interactions and experiences you're having day to day. That's really, really important. That's something I teach with my clients inside Force of Nature. But the strategy side of it is like, so many people, and this is something that I experienced myself, but so many people are taking like bits from that strategy, bits from this strategy. They're taking some trending sounds from this person. They're going over here and they're just like throwing it all together and putting it out in the universe and being like, okay, is this going to be it? Is this going to be the thing that blows up my account? Is this going to be the thing that makes me the one? Am I finally going to take off from this post? When in actuality, it's like throwing spaghetti at the wall and you're like, I hope this one sticks, right? Like, let me know if that resonates with you. Instead, we forget to do what we do for our clients. Yes. So instead, you want to have content that builds on each other. All right, so I might post, all my posts for one have a purpose, and that purpose goes beyond, I want to sign another client, right? Like, I think every single person, when they post, they're like, this is going to be a post that signs me clients. But every single one of my posts has a purpose. So it's either to gain awareness of who I am, get some new eyeballs on me. That's when I'm going to post a trending sound. That's when I'm going to post a fun reel. That's when I'm going to post something that I know is going to get me eyeballs, fresh eyeballs on my stuff. Another intention that I have when I post is I want to show my expertise, show that I'm a results getter. So I might share a post that has an emphasis on a client result, right? So I might tell a story about a client who just went through this. And every single one of my posts is directing people to either my freebie, which is going to put them into a funnel that's going to advertise my signature programs, or it's directly talking about my signature program, Force of Nature, where I'm building that brand awareness. I'm selling, but I'm also building that awareness of the brand. So every single time they see my name, they're also seeing Force of Nature, and they're seeing how I work with my clients inside that program. So a couple of different ways that my intention behind my posts: to get visible, to show that I'm a results getter and that I have expertise in the proof. And then also, one is just connecting with my dream clients. And my goal for this is, I hope that when I post this, it's going to hit. And what I look for when I do these is comments like, oh my God, are you in my living room spying on me right now? Like, how do you know this about me? Or, oh my God, you're speaking to my soul. Or this one's calling me out. Like, those types of comments are telling me that my messaging is on point. And my messaging and my offer is relevant right now. Also, it's showing me that the people who are resonating with my posts. So if someone comments that on my post, I can then be like, oh, interesting, this person resonated with this. I might go and check out their profile. I'm a social media expert, so I'm like working in content, so it makes sense for me to go and like kind of stalk your page a little bit and be like, oh, interesting, I see this person's doing this and this, and I could work on this. But let's say you're in a niche where you can't really do that. You can still enter a conversation with them with no strings attached, no like intention for sales or anything, and just like get to know them and see like, why did this hit for them so much? What are their goals? So those are some of the intentions that I set behind my posts. And then like I said before, my posts stack on each other. So I get visible with a trending sound video. I show that I'm a results getter with my client expertise story. I treat my audience like they're the main character and tell their story. That's how I'm going to get them calling out. And that's how I know that my messaging is landing. And all of these things are also showing my audience why I am the person they should be investing in. It's also showing my audience that if they stay where they are, their growth is going to be slow. Their growth is going to continue at the same pace. Versus if they do what my client did and followed this framework or worked with me and did this, then they're going to get these results. So we're creating urgency with our content. I see so many people who are posting trending sounds, and I don't want to be a hater on trending sounds because I do use them, but I see so many people who are posting consistently and they're using the trends and they're using the 7-second video format and they're using the sounds, and they're like, so for example, I'm trying to think of an example here. They're like, POV, you got a POV, you went viral last night and you have all these people joining your email list, but oops, you forgot to set up your nurture sequence. So all those leads are just fizzling out. Or 3 signs you need to hire a social media manager. Or here's how you know you need a social media manager. Here's what you need to be doing. Like, all of these things aren't showing why your dream client needs to be investing in you. And it's also not showing the deep work that you do, because I know for a fact that you guys are smart. You are experts. Even if you don't feel like an expert 100% of the time, you know your stuff. You get your clients results. And posting these videos, these reels, or these really, really shallow 3 reasons why you need to hire a social media manager type posts, you are not highlighting what you do with your clients. You're not highlighting the magic that you do. You're not highlighting what's possible for them when they join your program. And your dream client already knows they need to hire a social media manager. They already know they need a graphic designer. They already know they need an email marketing expert. They already know they need a yoga instructor. They're on the hunt for the right one. The right one is going to be the one that speaks directly to them and sees them.
Can I just take a few minutes to say thank you? I appreciate you taking the time to listen to the Wildly Free podcast. If you've been enjoying it, would you please consider leaving a review or taking a moment to share it on Instagram? Be sure to tag me. Each month, I'm drawing one lucky person who reviews or shares it on Instagram to win a free content intensive with me. If you're chosen, you'll be contacted via Instagram, so make sure you let me know you wrote a review. Then you'll be given a link to book your call with me. On the call, you'll get feedback on your content, and we'll map out 30 post ideas you can use to sell your offer. Each time you share, you'll be entered in to win again. So come back each month for your chance to win. Thanks again for listening. Okay, let's get back to the episode.
So that's why my main character messaging formula works so well, which is an entire program that you get access to when you join Force of Nature. The reason why it works so well is because we get in the brain of your future client, your dream client, and we create content that calls out the actions they are taking on a daily basis. So, for example, if you are, I just saw a thread of somebody saying, how do I hire a VA or social media manager to post my stories for me? Because even though I know I need to be posting stories every single day, and even though it's easy and I know what to say, there's some kind of block and I just never end up posting on stories. If I was a social media manager or a VA, I could create a post of, you need to be posting stories every single day to sell your offer, but you can't find the time. Or it's always the last thing on your list and you always end up skipping it. And then you create in that post, you go in deeper of what I do with my clients is I take the words that are jumbled in your mind and I format it into a copy-rich story sequence that your audience is going to feel pulled to. Your audience is going to be hooked on. They're going to be waiting for your next story sequence because they just are obsessed with your stories. And you get to sit back, drink coffee, do the work with your clients that you love while feeling confident that I am doing the heavy lifting for you. You get to sit back and focus on the tasks that actually light you up while you know that I am getting in the work and I'm pulling the strings and I'm making things happen for you. As a result, you might sign another client from your stories. Like my client, XYZ, who followed this, who hired me. I did my story framework and now she's booking applications or discovery calls, whatever, every single week from her stories alone. And she doesn't even have to lift a finger. Can you see the difference here of that deep connection of a post versus you're saying, POV, you forgot to post your stories again. Hire a social media manager. Womp womp. That's not very exciting. So, posting consistently gets easier. And if you're already posting consistently, creating deeper content doesn't have to be something that's super difficult. It doesn't have to be something that takes hours. Creating my carousel posts take max an hour, and that's when I'm heavily distracted because I'm fooling around in Canva. And someone could write a post about this for me, but usually it takes about 30 minutes for me, tops. And the reason for that is because I have this for myself, but when you hire me and you're joining Force of Nature, when you're inside Force of Nature, or if you book a content intensive with me, we create a vault of stories. So we will go through, I literally comb through all your client interactions. Like Nicoletta said here, she pulls all of her content ideas from interactions and experiences with potential clients or with potential clients in mind. So I will literally go through your client interactions with you. It doesn't matter if they've given you a really good testimonial. It doesn't matter if they've given you a video testimonial. It doesn't matter if they didn't actually reach their goal. You still help them in some way. And I help you figure that out. I help you build story points for that. And then we use those story points, plug it into my storytelling framework, and boom, you've got a post. You don't even have to think about it. I had a client last week who came to me and said, I just feel really blocked with content creation. I know I need to do it. I know it doesn't take very long. I just feel so blocked. She's got little kids running around. She's busy. She's got a lot on her plate. She's got client work. She's like, is it okay if I just miss a week of content? I'm like, sure, you can miss a week of content. It's not going to completely derail you, but I know you have goals. And I know that your goals are to have more strangers in your inbox wanting to work with you. So let's take an hour. Let's take 30 minutes of this call and let's plan out your content for the week together. What we did is we went to her story vault that we had already created together. We looked at the offer that she was currently selling. We looked at the stories. Okay, which stories are most relevant for what your dream clients are experiencing right now? So, for example, Like right now, people are thinking, oh, the holidays are coming up. I need more time to spend with my family. I also want a cash injection so I can buy some presents for my family that I might not have typically been able to afford. I want to go on vacation. I have all these big plans. It's also the end of 2024, so people are rushing to get all this money and to look like they succeeded. Also, they're planning for 2025. So with all those in mind, we looked at her client stories, her personal stories. We looked at the offers that she's currently trying to sell out. And we pulled content ideas from that. And then together, using my storytelling framework, we created some really quick hooks. The basic hooks are very simple. They don't need to be catchy. They don't need to be snappy. Like they are very in your face. They're like, this is what you're doing. This is what you need to be doing instead. Those hooks work like 9 out of 10 times for me. Doesn't have to be fancy. She plugged them into her storytelling framework and she posted every single day this week. It does not need to be difficult, especially when you have that support with me. My clients, it's not just like you get in the room for the vibes or, you're already too far along. You don't need support with content. My clients know that when they're feeling blocked, they can come and plug into me and they will get support. I will hold your hand and I will help you get the stuff out there. There are other weeks when they don't need me to hold their hand. They're like flying. They ask for one piece of advice. I give it to them. They're like, great, I already did 100 things based on what you said. And here's the results, blah, blah, blah. Like they're taking action. But there's also those weeks where you feel like you don't want to do anything. And that's where mentorship like this really, really, really pays off. Because you get to plug into me. I get to hold space for you. I get to help you process any self-doubt that's coming up, any limiting beliefs. And then we go take action together. So right now, Force of Nature is accepting, look at this little cat leg, is accepting applications for January start date. So if you're interested in joining a new mastermind, you actually can join now. You get, when you join now, you start a pre-payment plan. So it's an extended payment plan. You get to have a lower payment option. You start paying it off before you even start the program. But you also unlock 7 days of one-on-one Voxer support with me. So inside your Voxer or Telegram, it doesn't really matter where it is, but I'm giving you support. I'm giving you one-on-one support. You're asking questions. You can get some content feedback. You can get some hook ideas. You also open the entire Force of Nature portal. So you get all access to all the programs. You get access to main character messaging. You get access to Sell with Story. You get access to some of my one-off masterclasses that I've done. So you get to start learning and plugging into that now, right away, when you apply. And then in January, you will start with the group calls and the group chat support inside Slack. So if you're interested in that and you're ready to take the world by storm, be a force of nature, a force of nature to me sees the storm coming and it's like, bring it on, because I am a force of nature. Nothing can stop me. I'm unstoppable. If you're ready for that, which I know you are, I'm calling you out here, then send me a DM and let's chat. If you want to get a little taste of what it's like to work with me first, I am still booking content intensives for November and December. This is a 60-minute call where you can hop on. We help you build that story vault. And you'll walk away with 30 different content prompt ideas. Or content ideas. So 2 really amazing opportunities. Definitely send me a DM if you are interested. You can also check out the link in my bio with all the different details there. And I will see you all tomorrow.